Yes, YouTube. You're going to be sick of my face by now. Danester here again. And if I've done this right, this will probably be my third upload in 3 days. Basically, this is just going to be an overview of the Doncaster gaming market from the weekend. Some pickups. One that's not from Donny, the rest all are. I just want to do an overview of the event, talk about who I see, because there was a lot of people there. Talk about the whole event as a day, and just general chit chat really. So I've had a few days off work since Doncaster because I'll be honest, monetary wise it was probably one of my best Doncasters I've ever had, and on the back from what I saw of Leeds Retro Games Fair, which I did a video on previously, I'm going to throw it out there and say, I don't know if it's just because it's the beginning of the year and everyone's chomping on the bit for retro gaming fix, but certainly on the rise. I sold some stuff that I'd been taking to events for a very long time, and it just flew out. And everyone I spoke to was pretty much the same, saying the same. People were there. It's not my main business. It's not my main income, but it's nice to have a couple of empty tubs so I can get around in my shed, as you all saw. So, as an event on a personal thing, it was a great success. And from everyone's videos I've seen uploaded already of the walk rounds and stuff like that, it seems like everyone had a great day. So what I'll do is I'll get my first pickup out the way that is nothing at all to do with the Doncaster gaming market, and then we'll move on to pickups. And I am going to do a roll call of YouTubers who I met. If I miss you out, it's not because I'm being a tosser, although I am probably a tosser. It's just I've missed you off my list, and I'm sorry. I apologise now, but I've written everyone down who I remember. So if I have forgot you, I do apologise, and I do appreciate that if you come over and said hello, and if you came and chatted. I mean, at one point my stall seemed to be like the epicentre of who's who of YouTube, and we were all having a chat and a good laugh. But I'll get on to that in a bit. Let's start with the pickups. So, building up to events, I struggle to sleep. It's not anxiety or nothing like that. I just think my mind's going over it, and the deadliest thing that happens is I sit around and look on eBay, which is what I've been doing, and I've picked up a game, and I've actually played it. I'll actually get it a go, and it's a limited run game, and I think I probably paid up on it. I can't remember what I paid now, but I've looked since, and it has gone for a little bit cheaper, but it's in good condition. It's Ninja Saviors Return of the Warriors. Let's try and see if we can get the camera to work this week. Fuck. Hey, we're flying, man. The camera's loving it today. Obviously, it comes with obligatory postcard and some badges that will constantly stay in there. Side-scrolling beat 'em up, really good actually. As I'll show you the back as well if I can. Obviously in the 16-bit style, but I've really enjoyed that because the Switch is there, and I just thought I'd have a go while I got it. So yeah, I picked that up off eBay, and I'm chuffed with it. So as I say, we'll go on to the gaming market. I'll flick in what I've picked up from certain people as it comes along. But obviously me and Liam stalled out, travelled up, 5 o'clock start. And Harper, Retro Games Collector, always stalls next to me because we help run each other's stalls when need be. Especially when Millie goes to fetch a pizza and takes like an hour because they've forgot to order it for her, and she's just sat there waiting because she's a polite little girl. So yeah, we set off at 5 o'clock, got there just after 7, after my sat-nav wanted to send me on the M6 toll road. I'm like, do you not know who I am? I am not paying to go on the toll road. Fuck off. Right, so me and Liam set up our stall because we had a table each, and we had plenty of space, shall I say, and me and Liam were set up our stall, and he said, I've bought a game for you. He said, I bet you haven't got it, and he gifted it me kindly. It's a PlayStation 1 game. It's in good condition for a PS1 game, because we all know what the case is like, and it's The Mission. Now that's Edgar Davids on the front there, ex-Barcelona, Tottenham, Ajax, Holland player, used to wear the glasses. And I think this is to do with an old Nike advert. In fact, I know it is because it's got the Nike football there. And the mission was like where you had to like do obstacles. I remember David sliding through a door past like the laser beams and stuff like that. So it looks like that is based on that. So it looks like quite a good game. It's all action football adventure. So you know, I hadn't got this, but now I have. So complete with manual, otherwise it wouldn't be complete, would it? So that was off Liam. That was a freebie. So that was great. The one pickup that I have got, I'm gonna have to put in up here when I talk about it, because I've set it up and I'm not moving the camera just to show you. So we'll just go from there. I'll list through. Then Lewis Wishwash turned up with Amanda. They're a great couple. I had a great time at Blackpool when we went into town in the day. And obviously, Lewis Wishwash came with us up to the Leeds Retro Games Fair. And it's always good to have a good chat with Lewis. He was stalling back to back with Tutti UK. And my friend and his friend, everybody's friend Robert, they were stalling. And they'd roped in Scott Glory Hunter to help out with their stall and his partner. So they made like one quite cool like corner stall, and obviously I was chatting to them. I think I gave Scott some PS2 magazines because they've been in my shed for ages, and there was once in the collection, they're not in the collection now. So I've Scott's had those. Then the next person I've mentioned, Stu. Right, Stu makes me sick. Him and Rob, last two to rock up, first ones to leave. What's that all about? And I wouldn't even mind. It's not because they're planned. It's just I don't know. They get on my tits. Next person turn was Craig's here again with his 15 million banana boxes, all with high-end stuff. I went over to see Craig during the day, and he was offering me some stuff at really good prices. But at the time, I wasn't sure how much I made, and I didn't buy this Vectrex that was on the guy's stall who was the back of me. A guy called Chris I met for the first time. He was still in the back of me. He had a Vectrex early doors. He got 200 quid on it, and I was like, I don't want to commit to then have to make £200 because I bought that. And after the day I'd had, I wish I bought that, and then I wish I bought some stuff off Craig's here again, who he offered me some stuff at really good prices. But I'm sure I can speak to Craig and we can sort out some deals for some stuff. But if you know Craig's stall, it is the cream of the crop. He's got some lovely stuff. And I'm going to make it official here because there's rumours going around. Craig is not selling up. He's not selling everything. He's keeping his best stuff for himself. He wants to sell all the other stuff so he can get to his actual collection and enjoy it. So, Craig's not leaving the community. He has rumoured that he might be getting back into arcade cabs, though. So I'll be the first to expose that. Sorry if I'm not allowed to, Craig, but I'll just fucking have what you're going to do about it. Right? But Craig's a great guy, always cutting the deals with people. Not just YouTubers, I've seen him several times. If you're talking to him at his store, he's got price on stuff, but he's very flexible, Craig, and his stuff is in lovely condition. So there you go. Craig's here again. I can't say it. He's probably going to leave me an essay now in the comments because I've said something really nice about him, so I'll look forward to reading that for 3 hours. Next two to rock up, Sneaky Fuckers, Eddie and Dylan. So that's Eddie Rollercore X and Dylan, who is now on the tubes, as everyone keeps reminding him, but I'll tell you his channel. It's Hyper Trigger X. Both come over, had a good little chat. I found out the next day that Dylan ain't got a ticket for Revival, but I've managed to sort that for him, so Dylan will be at Revival. Eddie, at the end of the day, he got a free hug off me because he got no hands to shake me. He was like, fucking this with his bag. He got claw hands carrying his fucking bags out, nearly dropping everything. In fact, Dylan, you fucker, you should have offered to carry something. But I saw them, had a good little chat. I saw them throughout the day. They're staple guys at these markets. That they come looking for the good stuff. They want to get in there. They want to get it. Eddie and Dylan, they're great guys. And I say, we had a good little chat, good little laugh, and then they went off shopping. I believe the next person, Nathan, how he sneaked past anyone, I do not know, but Nathan was there. He was wandering around early. Nathan Retro 1, that is. In fact, you know what I'm going to start doing, right? Any of you fuckers, right, who've got numbers on the end of your names, this is your last chance, this video, because you need to get fucking rid of them, because I'm going to stop saying them. I'm just going to call you out by your name with no numbers. This is Stu that started this. He fucking started on my numbers. I'm going to start on everyone's now. So, Nathan Retro 1, that's the last time I'm going to refer to you as that. He came in, he was having a look round, he had a quick flick through my specky tapes, but I've not really updated my specky tapes for a while. Although there was one that the Russian somehow must have missed over the last 3 Doncasters. He found another one that he needed. Nath will know what I'm on about. There's a Russian guy who buys a load of specky tapes. Nath come back to my stall a little bit later as well, but we'll talk to that when we get about it. Obviously, I've mentioned Stewie was the next on my list, and then Eddie come back over with someone, and he blindsided me because I was obviously looking that way from my store, and he goes, "All right, mate, how's it going?" Shook my hand. I shake anyone's fucking hand, you know, if they want to be polite. And I was like, "Well, who's this? Who's this guy?" And Eddie goes, "Can't you tell by the voice?" I'm like, "No, he just sounds fucking southern to me. You know what I mean?" And he goes, "How about my hands?" And I'm like thinking, "Whoa, this is getting a bit weird now. Is he some sort of model?" And it wasn't. It was Gernaldinho Plays, who I'm sure I'd spoke to him about something, and he told me he wasn't coming. So straight off, you're a lying bastard, because you told me you weren't coming. But I get why you done it, because I don't want to tell his real name, because I don't know if everyone knows his real name. So Gernaldinho doesn't appear on camera. You just see his hands reviewing stuff, and he does gameplay. So we were talking. Great guy. I mean, I've watched his upload about his journey to Doncaster, and it is a real journey for him, because I'm sure he doesn't mind, because he mentioned in his videos that he suffers with anxiety and the whole travelling and driving distance, so he had to come up on the train. And I'll throw it out there now. I mean, I spoke to him. I speak to everyone the same. Like, you know, I'm taking the piss out of you the first time I ever fucking meet you. I don't care, because that's the way I am. I just get on. I try and get on with everyone. I try and be myself with everyone. And we stood talking for about 30 minutes, and I would not have known that he had anxiety issues. It was just a nice chat, a good laugh, talking about the tubes, talking about his channel, his quest for his 1 million Xbox 360 points, tokens, reward, bollocks, whatever it is. Great channel. But no, it was a pleasure to meet you, and I'm glad you enjoyed your little banterish gift that I gave you, so that was great. Alex Griffo's Retro Games or Gaming, because I can't remember what it is. I meant to fucking look and put it on my list, but I haven't. But Alex was wandering around doing some videoing as well, apparently. I'll let him tell you the story about that. He came to the store. I think he had some... I gave him something as well. I'm not going to spoil what I gave to some people, because I was having such a good day. I was buzzing. If someone wanted something little off me, and you're a tuber and you're my mate, I was like, fucking take it, you know what I mean? I'm not too bothered. I think I'll get that Big Game Al, fucking another Pokemon sticker. He'll have a full set soon. But yeah, Alex come over. He was... I think they were all on the quest for fucking Xbox and stuff like that. Wish I'd have bought some, because it must have been the most popular fucking system of the day. Then Pete Fighter 2 come over. This is when like there was a crowd of them. They were all talking. We were having a good time. Gernaldinho was there. Nath was there. Sean Retro Games Revived was there with his... look, I'm not even going to guess what she is, because some says she's your daughter-in-law. Some say she's your daughter. Some say your stepdaughter. He was with Joe, right? They come to my store. I got him with a fucking awesome elastic band shot as well over a couple of rows. They was all stood in the crowd. Fucking launched it straight on his hand. But everyone was around my table. Obviously, Pete Fire 2 come over. Let him have a look through some of my loose discs that I'd remembered to bring for a change. I won't expose what he had, because that's his pickup video. But I'm fucking blaming this on Knife Retro 1, right? Because Knife Retro 1 comes wandering behind my store. Now, last year at Doncaster, Knife trashed my store. Calls Pete Fighter over, right? Me Pokemon stuff starts going everywhere. So I'm blaming Knife, because I reckon he set Pete Fighter up to clatter all my stuff everywhere. So you lot, TN fucking B, whatever you call yourself, keep trashing my store or I'll ban you. You'll all be banned. Keep fucking trashing my store. But no, it was nice to meet Pete Fighter for the first time. He seemed to be having a great time. Everyone seemed to be in a jovial mood. And I think Big Game Al made a beeline for my store straight away. Very nice spender. I appreciate that, Al, that you bring me your custom. You and the Nameless Gamer. Again, I won't expose his pickups. Some had been arranged previously from previous YouTube pickups. So that's Planet Retro's Big Game Al and the Nameless Gamer. Al did some nice pickups. Thanks for not editing the bit out where I'm talking, Al. You know, much appreciated, mate. But again, two guys who love the events. Nameless Gamer picked a couple of games for me. Again, now featuring their video. I won't pick around. Then there was Carl's Room 70. Again, that's the fucking last time with your numbers. Change it to Carl's Room, or I'm just going to ignore it anyway. And that was Carl. I'll apologise now, because I did take the piss a lot. And I do that with people. It means I like you. You know, he got his little GoPro on, going around doing some videoing. In fact, I've watched his video and he got footage in my store, and I'd never seen him doing it. So I think I was dizzy. I fucking am dizzy. Busy dealing with some customers, because there was quite a lot of kids looking at my Pokemon stuff, and I was chucking in freebies from, you know, Pokemon cards at 10p each mean fuck all to me. But if you give an extra 3 or 4 to a little kid, it makes the day. Give them a little tin, give them stickers, whatever. You know, so I was making sure that, like, if I see a kid who was umming and ahhing between 2 cards, I was just like, mate, have them both. Have them both. Oh, I don't want them anyway. So that was good. Daz Cajonas Deloro, he come over when we was a bit busy and then come back later. I always like having a chat with Daz. That's another end, numbers on the end. Daz Cajonas Deloro 2.0. Again, we had a good chat. Hopefully we can have another catch up at another event. Because the thing is with these markets, I love having a chat. But I think sometimes some people think they're putting me off my store. I can't give a fuck. They can wait if they want to buy from me. If someone wants to talk to me, I'll talk first. A guy who follows me on Instagram, he must have saw that I posted a picture of my stall. He came over, and that's Brock the 80s dude. So go and check out his Instagram. He's very much into the similar sort of stuff as us guys. I don't think he has a YouTube presence. I may be wrong. If you am, comment below. Why haven't you been commenting before? And then the last person, which has fell quite nicely because that's going to involve my pickups, is young Russell Snooton. Now, the one pickup, this is where I'm going to have to put a photo up in here. We'd agreed this deal for ages, and I've forgot to bring this thing that I'm trading. I'm trading in that picture up there, right? Sonic, because we all know he bums Sonic, right? So he's got to have that picture, so that's going to be going soon. And he gave me a stand for my Bang & Olufsen, which literally fucking just fits him where I've got my Bang & Olufsen. It's a nice height though, but it makes it easier for me to get to the SCART fittings and stuff behind it. It's really good, so I appreciate that trade. He put it on a WhatsApp group and I was up for it. And he'd also posted that he was getting rid of some games, so I'm not going to discuss, when it becomes between me and a YouTuber, I'm not going to discuss how much paid because that's between us. But Russ has done me a very solid deal here on 5 games that I've picked up to put in my collection, and Russell, I appreciate that. So I'll show you. Starting off, one for the Master System I don't have. Streets of Rage. In fact, I don't think I've ever played this game. Manual and cart. Posters in there as well. I've obviously played the Mega Drive version, but I don't think I've ever played the Master System version of that. Once I've got the manual bagged up, that'll be going into my collection. Now we've got 4 Japanese titles. Which one should we start with? Start with this one. Now this is Mickey Mouse Castles of Illusion. They all play obviously pretty much similar to the English versions, just in 60 Hz. All these are complete with manuals. I'll have to turn some of them around though, Stu, I'll tell you. Russ don't put his manuals and stuff in properly. Just fucking chucks them anywhere. Which one next? We'll go with this one. This one, as you all know, this is the Japanese version, so it's got the changed title, because originally this was known as The Journey to the Kebab Shop, or was it the Magical Adventure to the Kebab Shop? So that's the spoiler. It's Golden Axe, and it's written all over it in English. It's the point of being Japanese exclusive and then fucking writing all over it in English. Again, complete with manual, lovely condition. These are all for my own collection. I'd never buy anything off a tuber to sell on myself. These are all personally for me. I'd rather, if that was the case, they sold it themselves on eBay. Next one is Strider, which I love the artwork on the front of this one. And the back art, much more better than our plain generic ones. Again, box complete, lovely jubbly. And finally, this one is the one I've been playing the most, because I'll tell you what, I'm much better at this one than I am the PAL version, because I have played the PAL version really recently, because I've only just picked it up, and that's Virtua Racer. Lovely grey case as well. And I know this is standard because the cart's nice grey. Now normally we moan everything's grey because Nintendo's grey, NES and SNES, but not usually. You get a Mega Drive cart in grey, complete. And I must say, it does play a lot better. I mean, I've been getting some really good lap times on this. And I might do a video on it actually. But yeah, I've enjoyed that Virtua. So Russ, thanks again for the stand and for the games, man. And I look forward to seeing you in Leeds and having a few drinks. I best remember these, so I've got to mention them again. So this tuber, Stu, come up to me, handed me these little slot, and I was like, ooh, these dodgy DVDs. And then I remembered what they was. I asked for them. So you all know I picked up the Amiga CD32 last year, £10 from the booter. Basically, these are normal Amiga games, put them to disc so I can play them on the CD32. Now Stu's not tested them out, so it's alright. I'm doing that thing because my fucking camera's, not my camera, my laptop's fucking decided it's going to shut down. And I've got to put my password in because it can't fucking cope over 20 minutes without shutting out. Right, so yeah, Amiga games that I can play on my CD32. He's not tested these out because I don't think he's got a CD32, but I will and let you know. So Stu, thank you, appreciated that. And the final thing I picked up, now anyone who was at Donny, now I've seen some post people moaning, oh my god, look at the state of this store, they're just fucking stacking shit on everything. But if you know the story behind this store, it's a house clearance. They've gone to a hoarder's house who has bought every single computer system since time began and just hoarded them. They'd got like 4 and 5s and multiples of systems and everything. And this guy didn't know the value. Stuff was exceptionally cheap. I mean, you could have got an Amiga CD32 for 100 quid off him, which if you know, that's cheap. I've actually, I've not. Ant's been in touch with him. Ant's going to look at going up to his lockup with myself and have a look and get some stock for him, stuff for the collection. So if that happens, that'll be great. But this store was insane. Like everyone, it was like being at the Booter, man. Everyone was there going, oh, I want that, fucking crazy. But there was one item that I wanted for. See, now I'm going to say this is for myself, but I'm not 100% sure because I've not got room for this system. But I do want one because it is my first love of gaming, and I've got a monitor for it in the shed, which might be a bit of a spoiler. He got about 7 of these. They were all in various conditions, but this one was in beautiful condition. And I think even Novabug, Chris, if you watch this, you will appreciate the nice condition of this Amstrad CPC 464. Obviously, I don't need the monitor because I've just said I've got a couple in the shed. Not tested it yet. I paid £20 for that. Now, I don't... That might be cheap. See, I've usually pick them up for about 15, so it's £5 more than what I'd normally like to pay, but it's the condition that sold it to me. It's in nice... Because if you know, like these keys, you know, like how you have the sun fading and stuff, these go flipping horrible, but these are beautiful and bright. Few scuffs on the cassette deck. Little bit of scuffing on the edge, which if it's been in a hoarder's house, this is in lovely condition compared to that. You know, compared to the others that were there. So I'm hoping this works. If this works, it is. I'm gonna throw it out there. If this works, it's going in my room. I'm gonna find a space for it, and I'm not fucking starting collecting tapes. We can forget that. I'm gonna ever drive it like I have done with my ZX Spectrum, and this might be a new feature for the room. So we might be going back to the very first system that I ever owned if this works. So again, thank you to Andy Brown, Elliot, who now run the video games market. That's Andy who runs Replay Events and Elliot who works at Replay Events, and they also work at Console Passion. You will have seen them in my footage video that will have gone out before this. And just want to say thank you to everyone who come and spent. Thank you to everyone who come and talk to me. That is my favourite part of the event. If it's a slow day and I'm not talking to anyone, it makes it a long day. Whereas talk to everyone, I was like, turned around to them and went, wow, it's 3 o'clock, man, we've only got an hour left. So it was brilliant. So for fuck's sake, I've had to do the dodgiest jump cut now because I forgot to do shout outs. Now I know I haven't done them in the previous 2 videos, that's because they're going to be completely separate from my usual, but I can't be the guy who's trying to push shout outs and then forget to do shout outs. And I've got 2 that I've really wanted to do here, especially being as one of them were at the Doncaster market. 2 of them were at the Doncaster market because they're a duo, and they didn't come and say hello because they're very new to the tubes, and they said they didn't want to feel weird saying the watchers. I'd feel weird if you're watching me. If you're watching me, you got fuck all else better to do, then I'd be worried. But now I'm going to do shout outs because I've been plugging it. So this is going to be the worst edited video. This bit's going to jump in and then I'm going to say my ending because I was halfway through doing it and realised I haven't done it, so I need to re-edit this. So first off, it's Daz and Steve. They're the half-hour gamers. Now they're very new to the tubes. They've done a few videos. They've done a Doncaster pickups video. So I think they're quite active on Instagram. I think I might have found them on Instagram, then followed on YouTube, and then obviously I didn't realise they were at the Doncaster Dome because it was that busy, and obviously if they didn't say hello. So please go and check out the half-hour gamers. That's Daz and Steve. Again, be down across the bottom here. Link will be in description. And the second one is someone I discovered while I was in Grussy's stream. You know, when I was plugging for YouTuber of the Month. I was in Grussy's streams a lot. obviously Gruss has come back to tubes. That's great as well. I mentioned that in previous video. And we've come across a guy, both of us, and we enjoyed his latest videos. That's Craig, Goodwins Place. He's one of his latest videos. I think he's had another one out that I've not yet caught with. But he was repairing a Danester, which may be something I need to look into do myself. And he's also on Instagram. I've been in touch with him on Instagram because I've not forgot Craig, and I've not forgot that you're going to look at this item for me. I don't want to expose what it is. I've just been that busy with the event. I've not managed to post it out yet. So I will post it out over the next couple of days. So that's Craig at Goodwins Place. He's been around the tubes for a while. I've looked back previously at his channel, but he had more of a focus on his motorbike. But he has been into gaming way back. And he looks like he's trying to get back into it. And he does a lot of repairs. He films in, I don't know if it's like a shed or a spare room or something, with tellies and everything behind him. And he's very knowledgeable about fixing things. He does a good job. He got the Danester going again, as say. So please check out Craig at Goodwins Place. Now, I promise, slap my hand, I'll never forget to do shout outs again, as long as I've got people to shout out. And especially if I have, like these two important channels I want to shout out. So again, that is the Half Hour Gamers and Goodwins Place. Check them out both on Instagram, both on YouTube. Go and give them a look, give them a follow if you want. So as always, if you've liked what I'm doing, if you've not liked what I'm doing, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. Don't care. That one person who thumbs me down, I love you. That's sweet. In fact, all of you do it. I don't care. Like, comment, subscribe. Comments is the main important thing to me. And I'll see you on the next one, guys. Take it easy.